Test, test, test. All right. Let's see what is happening. Okay. Hello, hello. If you are here, please bear with me. I'm getting everything set up right now. And if you would like to say hello so I can know you're in the room, that would be awesome as I sort of get myself together here. I'm broadcasting from multiple sources or platforms at once. So this is a little unusual for me, but I want to get this done right, you know. Let's see. All right. I don't know. Feel free to say hello. So I can see that I'm showing up just fine on the FB, and not sure about the other platforms, but all right. Well, here we go anyway. Let me turn on the ticky-tacky. All right. There we are on TikTok. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Let me see which one works. That one works. That one is backward. Okay. So I think this one is the one we'll use today. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Lynn. Welcome in, everybody. We are doing a wig chat and try on today. I'm Lisa Smith. This is where I live. And we're doing a wig chat and try on today. All right. We are broadcasting on multiple platforms. And this is the first time I've done multiple platforms. So I'm going to kind of be looking around here to see, like, how's it going? I don't know if I can even tell, if I'm even allowed to be able to tell, but we'll see what happens anyway. I can see. Hang on a minute. All right, there we go. All right, turning all that off. Nice. All right. So if you know much about where I live, then you know that we are running some really awesome, exciting things today. So if you're a first timer, welcome, and please drop by the house and give us a visit. We would love to get to know you. And so I'm going to just try on some things that we have in clearance. Okay. So when you drop by the house, check by the room called clearance, and then you'll be able to maybe understand what we're doing here today. And you're welcome to even say, hey, can you show me this one or that one? Totally fine. The only thing I'm going to be focusing in on a lot right now, though, are the bell truss items. And so, because those are the ones that I just put up today, and I just put up today Vancouver. Okay. So I've had Vancouver, I had it in one color over the weekend, and then we sold completely out of it. So then I've been like, okay, I need to get some more, and I got some more. And so that's what we're going to look at. Definitely going to look at. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let me just go ahead and pull one. And I've got multiple colors here. So let me just start with one of our favorite colors that people like to see, which is raw sugar blonde. Okay, so raw sugar is a fan favorite with the blonde ladies. Hey, welcome on the other platforms. Nice to see you guys coming on in. And so raw sugar, let me just make sure I don't tear that up. All right, so here we go. Vancouver, if you're familiar, is one of the new International City collection pieces from Beltress, and so it's quite popular because it's a good yeah, I do Genesis. We do ship to the UK. So yeah, no problem. Shipping is generally going to run when we've done it in the past with other countries, and it kind of depends on where you live because prices can vary. But if there are any import duties or anything like that, then the customer is responsible for paying those. And then, but when we ship, we use UPS worldwide, and it's generally anywhere from 36 to $50, with around 40 being about average. So yeah, give me a holler and we will talk about that more. Can always reach out from the place where I live. Okay, there is a contact there. This is Vancouver. All right, so she's coming across with some yellow under this light on the Tiki-Taki, but on the other platforms, she's looking pretty good. But ignore that yellow that I'm seeing here on this camera because she's not yellow at all. Okay, so she's a very nice neutral with a little gold. Yeah, definitely. But she's kind of a beigey blonde. Okay, so this is Vancouver in raw sugar. Oh, it's always such a favorite color. Now, she does have they all have their zigzag parts. These are being sold on clearance because they are open box, which just means they have been used in videos. And like right now, I'm trying them on for you. So that's all that means. Beltress, Vancouver. Okay. So now under here, see, I'm going to show you my hairline, but you're going to see I've got my wig cap on under here. So don't let that spook you if you see that, like, see my wig cap's coming through over here. So don't let that spook you. But that hairline is just what we always expect from a luxury wig, right? So it's beautiful. Let me get back over here for the other platforms so you guys can see a little better too. And so let me kind of run my finger under there a little bit. Okay. All right, but that's a pretty color. Just don't let the way it's coming across on TikTok scare you, because this right here, this yellow I'm seeing, that's not there. All right, it's not there. It looks good on the Book of Face and on the Insta and on the tube. That all looks good. Okay. All right. So let me flip around and show you what she looks like from the back. This again, this is, I hope everybody got that. This is Vancouver. Okay. This is Vancouver. So Lynn, this one is 55% off, which I think brings her to right at, orders are already coming in, which brings her right at 214. 214 is when you use the 55% off here. And when you go here, you'll see the instructions for using that. Okay. And if you have an affiliate that you work with through Boss Crowns, you can certainly use their affiliate code, which is their 55% code. But I love Vancouver. Like, this to me, yeah, I know, right? So this is like one of my best, most favorite, most beloved styles. So if you like the really, really long styles, of course, this is not for you. But if you kind of like that shoulder length vibe, you want something easy, you want something that's going to be throw and go. Like, I can't, like, Chicago is really good too. A lot of people love Chicago, the new international Chicago that came out from Beltress. Vancouver came out at the same time. So they've all been like very, very much sold out. So it's been like really, It's been really crazy trying to keep them in stock because they sell through so fast. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Now I have several colors, and so we'll look at some more colors in Vancouver as well. But if you are at the home, if you've come to visit me at home, okay, then you look at the clearance and you're going to see Vancouver there. And yeah, this is really pretty. Okay, so let's look at a different color with Vancouver, okay? Because maybe raw sugar is not your jam, okay? And that's okay. Raw sugar doesn't have to be your jam. Now, notice that when I take these wigs off, I'm grabbing them from the ear tabs and coming up, right? Okay, we don't ever want to grab our wigs from the top of the lace cap, like, and I see people doing that all the time. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I've done it too. It's not a good practice. Okay, it will rip your lace out. Okay, so this is really pretty. Okay, so when these are stored in this particular hairstyle, they are turned inside out. Okay, and they're stored very neatly that way, which is nice. And I usually just store all my wigs like this anyway. It keeps them nice. Now you'll notice that Vancouver does have the metal stays, the velvety soft ear tabs, Velcro adjusters, extended velvet nape, open weft. Okay, and Vancouver is a side part, as you saw when she was on my head. Okay, beautiful, beautiful bell tress monofilament made in Indonesia, which is the popular hot spot to make wigs these days. So that's nothing new or unusual. Okay, so that was raw sugar blonde. All right, so let me move this over and let's look at another color. Now here's a color that looks really good on me usually because I'm naturally kind of a caramel hair color girl. You got Reeves? Oh, good. So what do you think about Reeves? She's a non-heat friendly. And I think she's beautiful, but you can put a little heat on her, Heather. You probably, maybe you already know that. You can, but it has to be really low or some really, steam at a low setting. You can do that. And you can change her around, even use the blow dryer with a really low. So what Heather's talking about is a non-heat friendly crown that she recently purchased. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's made by Aesthetica, which is another brand that we carry over at the home site. Okay, the homestead is what I need to say. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, again, this is coming through with a little more warmth in it. I need to maybe look at my lighting and see what's happening with that. But this is beautiful. This is beautiful. If you're on the Book of Face or you're on the Gram or the Tube, what you're seeing there is pretty spot on. Okay. All right. But on the talk, she's just got a little more red running through her than she does in reality, but she does have that caramel and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. All right. See, this one usually looks good on me because this is almost my natural hair color. I'm kind of in between a brown and a copper naturally. So this is like if those two colors had baby, then All right, so adjust your ear tabs when you get on your head. Adjust your ear tabs. You can bend the metal stays close to your head so that it feels right on you. Of course, see, now you're going to see my wig cap here. Just pay no attention to the lady behind the wig cap because that's what it's going to look like on me for the try-ons. But when you're putting it on your head, you're not going to have to struggle with any of that. Monos, you don't normally even have to wear a wig cap. Most people don't. Some do. Some people prefer it, especially if you have a sensitive scalp or something. That comes in handy. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I love this cut. This cut is the thing. Hey, Nanette. Oh, Heather. Oh, good. Okay, cool. Yeah. See, isn't this gorge? Yeah. I love this. Yeah, thank you guys so much for sharing out the live. Please tap and share, and let's get some more folks in here and have a little party. Okay. All right. So good. So I'm going to turn around and show you the back of her again. This is a different color than we looked at a minute ago. So this is Mocha Maple. Okay. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me when I turn around, so I apologize for that if you can't. Since I'm broadcasting multiple places, I don't have like one set microphone. So anyway, but yeah, I love this. Like, I feel like I own Vancouver in like 4 different colors. Like, I just love it so much. Wolf cut just below the shoulders, beige blonde layers. Oh, are you asking me for something like that, Genesis? Or are you saying this is kind of what you're thinking it is? Or, well, I mean, it's not beige blonde, but yeah, yeah. This is really a nice layered, almost like a shag, like a layered kind of curled shag. I don't know. It's really, really pretty. Oh, have I got? I don't right now because we're going through the clearance items. So if you look at what we have on clearance, then anything there that you would like to see. Right now we're focusing on bell tress, but if there's anything else there, let me know. I do have a sizzle in kind of a caramel blonde. It's not real beigey. It's got some caramel like running through it, but it is a really pretty blonde. So I could try that one on for you if you want to see that. Yeah. But we're not really doing like a ton of requests unless it's in my clearance. Yeah, and then we're looking at all of those. All right. So I love this. This is Mocha Maple Brown Vancouver. Mocha Maple Brown. Okay, so let's go on then to another color. Shout out your favorite colors. And thank you, Genesis. Shout out your favorite colors. And I will check and see if I've got that sitting here with me, because Vancouver sells very fast. And so I had pretty much every color of Vancouver. Maybe I was missing a couple of colors. Had pretty much had them all. And then we have a VIP program where VIPs can, call dibs, and they get 48 hours notice on a lot of our drops, but some of our drops for sure. And the more popular ones, put it that way. And so I sent this out. And so a bunch of our VIPs snapped up Vancouver. We sold completely out of 2 colors of Vancouver. So, yeah, it pays to be a VIP, right? It pays to have that early access sometimes. All right. So now here's another one. Now this is one that a lot of people, oh, you'd like to see that theory and clearance. Okay. We'll do that in a little while. It's going to be a lot like the one you had, Nanette. Okay, maybe not as bad as yours, but there is the wear. There is the wear happening. So I really don't know that you would want that one. And really, that theory just has that wear at the temples, and it's really not for someone who is, I don't know. I think you're going to get a few wears out of it. I kind of see it for someone who maybe needs a really great wedding hair and you're not expecting a whole lot more out of it than that. You could definitely wear it for a few events and be fine. But yeah, I don't know. Think about that, Nanette. I'll think about that. All right. So this is Sienna Spice Rooted. Okay. So again, she looks a little warmer in this lighting. I got to figure out this lighting. Let me see if I turn this off. What happens? Well, that's a little, I don't know if that's any better or not. Okay. Yeah, it is a little better. All right, we'll see what happens with that. Okay, so let me put on Sienna Spice so you guys can get a better look at this. Now, this is hot, hot, hot color right now, but obviously everybody's getting ready for fall. And we're getting our reds on, right? We're getting the fall. And I think it's so cute how my granddaughter, she came in yesterday and I had a red wig out and playing around with it. It was one of the new ones that we had gotten in, and I was, styling it and stuff. And so my granddaughter says, "Oh, Grammy, that is so pretty. And it will be so good for fall." And I'm like, "You're 8 years old and you know about fall hair?" Like, it really impressed me, actually. I was like, And she has Barbie doll hair. Like, literally, her hair is the color of Barbie. And it is that same kind of shiny plastic looking. It's beautiful on her, but it looks fake. It looks like Barbie hair, exactly like Barbie hair. Isn't that the weirdest thing? Nanette Sienna Spice is beautiful, and especially with this root. I don't know, did you like it better with or without the root? Yeah. Bougie. Isn't that pretty? Hey, AK. Sorry if I'm missing people as they're coming in. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is Sienna Spice. I love this one. I love this color since they put the root in it. That's like, I mean, the other one was okay, but this one 100% better. 100% better. All right. So here's the back. Hope everybody can see okay. Move around a little bit. Okay. I've got two cameras going here, so okay, good. I'm kind of seeing a delayed video of myself on here too, so when I turn around, I could be like, oh, okay, that's what it looked like. Okay, so anyway, this is really pretty, and Vancouver is just the best. Vancouver's the best. This is such an amazing style. This is such an amazing style. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so if you're just coming in, welcome. This is where we live. Okay, that's where we live. We're looking at clearance section, which has some brand new styles in it for some amazing, super duper 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 good prices. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take this one off and let's look at another one. All right. So that was Vancouver in Sienna Spice R. We're looking at Belle Tress. So this is not really the peak time of day, you know, for people to come into a live. And so I'm really glad that we have a few people in here, but I kind of did it on purpose because since I'm broadcasting on multiple platforms, I wasn't sure how many technical errors I would have. So I kind of wanted a low key atmosphere. So I appreciate that that's working out. All right. So this isn't the most popular color, but it is a color that is beautiful. It's just that not everybody wants it. So coolest ash brown. They're saying sold out on almost every one of them. Lousy. Let me look here. And you're at the clearance section. So let me just pull it up. I'm not seeing that at all. Did you click clearance? And can you give me a specific one that says sold out on your screen so I can double check that? Nothing here says sold out. I know we're close on some of these, but none of them are actually reading sold out. Maybe you need to refresh, maybe? I don't know. That's very weird because I don't see that. So let me know where you're seeing that at, and I'll see if I can help you with that. Okay, so this is coolest ash brown. Okay, so sometimes if you're just looking for, you know, different colors, you're not sure what they look like. This one is nice. It's just kind of got a couple of tones in it. Definitely is a cool brown. There's not red in this brown, but you see like a little baby light in there. Just a little blonde baby lights. You can see that. Let me put it over here to the other folks too. So just see those blonde baby lights. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's what we're talking about. Coolest ash brown. This is Vancouver for you guys that are just coming in. Welcome. Welcome on all of the platforms. Okay. All right. So this is very pretty. So if you like the cool colors, oops, and you like the brunettes, but you don't want too dark, well, that's okay. Coolest ash brown is maybe a color you would love. Okay. There's just a slight rooting in it. If you can see that, just a slight rooting. Okay. It may be a little weird under the lighting here. I don't know, but you can see just that little bit of darkening right in here. You can kind of see that. So yeah. So it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Yeah. Okay. So that is Vancouver in coolest ash brown. Let me turn around for those folks who are just coming in so you can see the back of it. Okay. So that's the back of Vancouver. All right. So let me pull this baby off here. All right. Now, I've got a couple more colors in Vancouver that we can look at. Even if you're not like a Vancouver girly, that's okay. Check out the colors because you may be thinking, I want this other style and I'm not sure what that color looks like. And then that's a good way when we do these wig try-ons like this with the multiple colors. It's a good way to be able to kind of see that. And anywho, so all right, so let me put this one over here. Okay. So the next color I have is for our brunette girlies again, because you guys just don't get enough love in wig world. I mean, there are brunette wigs out there, but honestly, the most popular wigs are the blondes and the coppers families, and dark wigs that have those characteristics in them and those colors in them. So you know, it's harder to come by those really, really dark colors. This is beautiful though. Look at that. This is called dark brown with highlights. This is Belle Tress. For anyone just coming in, Belle Tress, dark brown, HL, dark brown with highlights. It's got a nice warmth to it, but it has cool in it too. It's cool and warm colors in it. So it's kind of a mixture of, I think almost anybody can wear this color. And what in the world? Sorry about this. My phone is acting nutso. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So let me, oh, Snarks. Henry Margoo is calling me. Well, Henry, I'll have to talk to you later. Okay. Would like us to connect. Oh, Olivia, that's sweet, but I'm not doing any sort of Fiverr conversations today. So if you're not a wig wearer, then thanks for stopping by, but not going to have any promotions in the chat today. All right. So again, the beautiful Belle Tress hairline for everybody else on the other platforms. I wonder what Henry Margoo wants, by the way. Okay. Have to go ask them. Okay. So yeah. So this is really cool. I love dark brown HL. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah. I love all the highlights running through it. So it's very, very nice. Yeah, see this, I'm just looking at myself from the back here because it's on the delay. And I just love that. I love this cut. I just think it's just a me cut. Anyway, I don't know if it's a you cut or not, but it's a me cut. Okay, so good. Yeah, so oh, hey Janie, this is Vancouver. This is your girl you got today. Yeah, this is Vancouver. This is dark brown HL. You got, which one did you get? Oh, you got crushed. Yeah, you got crushed almond, right? Yeah, beautiful, by the way. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, crushed almond is definitely a fan fave. Yeah, yeah, yeah. JD and AK, friends forever, BFFs. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, milkshake blonde. I do have one milkshake blonde left in Vancouver. Now, this is another like big time popular color in Belle Tress, milkshake blonde. And it doesn't matter how many of these you order, they're all going to sell across the board, going to sell. And literally, I have one left. They all have sold out in the first, 48 hours of me offering them to the VIP members, right? So they all sold through except this one. So this is the only one we have left. Milkshake is beautiful. Yeah, and I tell you what, this video is looking great over on the Book of Face and the gram. Like that video is looking amazing over there. It looks good on the talk, but looks really accurate on the other one. So anyway, FYI. Yeah, so Vancouver, let's put her on. It's funny how depending upon the color, sometimes a style can appear to be a little different. I mean, not in a major way, but color changes the game, doesn't it? All right, so there's that beautiful hairline. Let me show it to the other folks too. Okay, beautiful hairline. Yeah, milkshake blonde. This is an AK color right here. Oh, hey, Corliss. Good to see you. Yeah, Olivia, I've got an on-staff software engineer here at my company, so we're not really farming any of that out right now. Thanks for being here, though, and maybe go spend your time with some folks that would really use your services because I literally pay a full-time software engineer. And he does all of those kind of things for us, not just engineering, but everything. Okay, yeah, Jeannie, isn't she adorable? Yeah, it's good to see you, Corliss. Okay, so for those of you who are just coming in, this is the home of where you can visit us. And the room you want to go to in our home is called clearance. Clearance. See, I love this because, like, you could literally, this is what AK does. AK pulls back her bangs. Don't you, AK? Are you still in here? And she does like these kind of cute little things all the time. And she is so adorable in all of her wigs, right? And because she's like me, like we do this kind of thing a lot with our wigs because I think that's a cute look. And I always see that on AK and I'm always like, she's adorable. Side clippies. Yes, Jeannie, thank you. That's the technical term, right? Isn't that the tech term, side clippies? How many of you have one of these brushes? How many of you have one of these? I got this on the TTS. Yeah. Dude, I just ordered 500 of them. Not that brand, but guess what? This exact brush, exact same, different color. This exact. I ordered 500 of them and Boss Crowns is going right here. Exciting. You have so many, Jeannie. I know. And especially if you order from JB sometimes, you get one every time, which is very nice and generous of them. But oh my gosh, sometimes it gets overwhelming, doesn't it? Oh, Olivia. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Peace out, Olivia. You're wasting your time with me. Peace out, girl. Peace out. Okay. Isn't that so cute? Okay. So, milkshake blonde. All right. So, thanks, guys. I know, Corliss. She'll get tired of us in a little bit, and it may be Olivia's bot. You never know. It may not even be Olivia. Maybe a bot named Olivia that's just in here chatting with us, trying to get us to fall in love with her tech services. I don't know. Who knows? Those bots come in and out all the time. All right, I don't care. All right, so then that's all right. So that's the last of the Vancouvers. That's what I have left. I think I've got 8 left, 7 or 8 left. And so pretty much one in those colors. So anything that you see in the clearance room at my house, you're going to know that is what we have left. Those are the colors. Okay, awesome. So very nice. Now, let's look. Oh, you know what? There's one I didn't look at, and it's oyster gray. Both Corliss. If you just go to the home and the clearance, I'm turning it upside down. There we go. The home and the clearance. She's all right there, and she's on sale. So yeah. All right. Awesome. So does anybody want to see oyster gray? It's like the least favorite color of all of them. But if anybody pops it in chat and says, show me oyster gray, I'll show it to you. I'll give you just a minute. Oh my gosh, Olivia. Yeah, show me just anybody want to see an oyster gray. Okay, I'm just not going to do it then. You have oyster gray and you still love her. I know you do, Corliss. It's beautiful. And it's beautiful in Vancouver as well. But I'm not going to take her out and do all the things with her if nobody really wants to see her. Because that's, I don't know. All right, so let's look at another one that we have. Oh my gosh, Olivia. You're amazing. All right, so let's look at Capri. I literally have one Capri left. Okay. I got like Beltress did a hot deal for us vendors on a good pricing for Capri in Mac Latte. And that was all. Like you could order all the Mac Latte Capris you wanted, but that was all for that price. So we, like I don't know about everybody, but I got a bunch of them at this, good discount. So I could pass that on to you guys at the big percentage off. And so Mac Latte is what I have, and we've literally sold through them all. I have one left. But isn't Capri beautiful? Capri is just the most, and then this Mac Latte, I mean, come on. All right, so let's just put her on. This is the only one left, guys. And I'm putting her on my head, which is why she can legally be on clearance, because she's been out of her box playing around. Okay, she's what we call a boss lady. Isn't that beautiful? All right, Janie, this is Capri in Mac Latte. Capri in Mac Latte. Oh my gosh. Why am I not always wearing Mac Latte? Now, this is a good length. This is longer than probably I wear most of the time. And I'm not going to go through and comb through the curls or anything like that. Like, I'm not going to mess with any of that. Like, I'm not messing with the parts. But when you get yours, then you're going to go and zhuzh and do all the things. But I love that she's so versatile with how she's made. And she's so low density. So low density. Janie, she is actually in the clearance room. And let me just pull her up really fast. She's in the clearance room. Oh, 189. 189. Regular 476. Yeah, 189. Regular 476. See, I told you guys, when I get these hot deals, I pass them. I pass them on to you. Now, you're looking at her hairline. That's my wig cap up under there. So just ignore my wig cap. I don't ever wear a wig cap. But when I try on wigs, for you guys, I'm wearing a wig cap. All right, there we go. See how pretty that hairline is? All right, sorry, Book of Face, Insta, YouTube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Yeah, I love this one. And just, don't let the PC curls deceive you, because when you get her, you're going to like comb through her, right? And you're going to do all the things you need to do with her. Yeah, really pretty in the back. Yeah, really love this one. Yeah, I'm just looking at myself over here. It's so weird to see yourself. Yeah, so for the folks who are just coming in, this is where we live. We're in the room called Clearance. I don't know. I just like to make things sound French. It sounds fun, right? Okay, so Mac Latte. Now, maybe you're not going to do a Capri, but you wanted to see what something would look like or you wanted to see the Mac Latte color. Soak it in, soak it in. It's a beautiful color. And it's really good for all skin tones, like everybody. I don't think I've ever seen anyone who can't wear Mac Latte. It's good for everyone. My daughter-in-law is Korean with the high yellow sort of complexion. Looks beautiful on her. I'm kind of pink. Looks great. I think it looks great on me. Got friends who are darker skin tones. Looks beautiful on them. Like, I just haven't seen anyone who can't wear this. Yeah, Capri is in clearance. Yeah, Corliss, sorry. Yeah, thanks for handling that, AK. Sorry. Yeah, she does kind of look like Santiago. Yeah, she kind of has a similar look, doesn't she? But no, this is Capri, and there's one left. This is it right here. This is the only one left. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had several Santiagos a couple weeks ago, ran some deals on them, and oh my gosh, flew out the door. Like, Santiago is beautiful and was just so popular, and is so popular, I should say. Anytime I get her, like, it's just bam. Of course, she's new and there's a novelty there. People are like, ooh, I want the new style. Totally get that. I do too. It is nice when we get these hot deals, though, and we can bring them to you guys at a lower price, because that's what we're here for. We're here to make wig wearing affordable for people. I mean, isn't that what you want out of a vendor? As a matter of fact, oops, I got a V. I got a V. I got a V. Have to be careful. I got a V. All right, so let's look at Thanks, Lorraine. You're so sweet. Yeah, thanks, Lorraine. So this one is Dubai, and she is also in the C room. Let's just call it the C room since I got a V. Let's do the C room at the house. The C room at the house. Okay. So Dubai is, I have like 2 or 3 left of her in Mac Latte. This was part of the Mac Latte deal. All right. Now that's a straight style. She's a beautiful bob, an angled bob. She's beautiful. And look at that Mac Latte color. Can you see why that is so popular? Everybody loves it so much. Yeah. Okay. So let's pop her on. She is a center part mono. Center part mono. Okay. This is not quite where I wear my hairline. Let me adjust this a little bit. Okay. So of course, now you're going to see my wig cap up there. Just ignore that. That's not part of the wig. That's my wig cap. And it's always good if you use a wide tooth comb, especially on your curly wigs, but you can use them on any of these. So we've all got the fancy brush, right? And then it's not really fancy actually, but they price it like it's fancy, which when the bosses come in, dude, you're not paying this price for the boss brush. Mm-mm. Not, because I know what they cost. And this is making a lot of money for that company, which is wonderful. I'm all about like, you do you, company, you make your money. But I'm in the business of saving people money and also keeping the lights on. So there's an element of profit that has to be there, of course, right? We're not stupid. But yeah. Right. Okay. So I'm not going to change the part, but this is a center part, and it's a wide center part though. So you can move it around. Like the part is like from here to here. So you have a good bit of space if you want to move that around and kind of just slant it a little bit, right? But Dubai is gorgeous. See how she's angled? And she is going to be a bit of a face flopper when you get her. Okay. But we all know you put a little heat, maybe do a little clippy back here, let her set. She is heat friendly. So don't be afraid. Just don't go above 320 degrees and you're going to be fine. But you can get a lot done for 300 degrees. You can get a lot done. Somebody said to me one time, oh my gosh, I have to put 400 on my hair to get anything done with it. And I'm like, well, that's also human hair. Synthetic hair and human hair don't operate the same under the same temperatures or the same at all, really. So anyway, so don't be mistaken about, oh my gosh, it's only 320 degrees. How am I ever going to do anything with that? Believe me, 320 degrees is the equivalent of about 450 on synthetic hair. Okay. When you would put 450 or so on your human hair. Yeah, it's 2 totally different ball games. This is beautiful. This has got the cool and just enough warm in it. It looks a little warmer on the talk as I'm looking at it here than it does on the gram and the book and all the things. This Mac Latte, anybody can wear this. Anybody can wear this. It's beautiful. Yeah. You like this, Lorraine? They should have put that in white, so it would show up better. Boss crowns, and they did it in that weird silvery gray color, but it don't matter. I give them out for free anyway, so. Oh, you've never tried that color, Lisa? Oh my gosh. What are you doing with your life? I know, you're living it in crushed almond. No, you're living it in raw sugar, aren't you? Raw sugar. And it's beautiful on you, by the way. This is gorgeous, though. Lisa, that might look really pretty on you. I mean, I know you're a light-haired girl, but I don't know if you just want to shake it up sometimes. That color would be something to try because it's not too dark and it has just enough of everything in it that it usually looks really good on most people. Yeah, the raw sugar. That's right. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Oops. All right. Let me get everything back together. So that was one of the Dubais that we have left. Dubai is priced, I believe, right at 55%, something like that. So she is really, really, really good right now. And I got to tell you, these brand new styles, we don't get a lot of hot deals on them. So that's why you don't see the big discounts on them from other vendors, and you haven't seen them from me because we don't get a lot of those hot deals. So I want to show you guys this one, and I want to ask you what you think about this one. This is another one from the International Collection. Mac is beautiful, isn't it, Corliss? Yeah. Okay, this is another one from the International Collection. Now, this is Amsterdam, and this one is dark brown highlight, dark brown HL. Okay. And so she's got a little bit of a bang. Now, you're not married to that bang because she is a mono center part. Okay. So you can swoop those bangs aside. She almost kind of reminds me of a Granada. What do you think? Do you know what Granada is? She kind of, I mean, she's a little different of a style, but she's very similar to that. And Granada has those bangs, and Granada has been one of the best sellers in the city collection. She has just been so popular. But look at Amsterdam. I think a lot of people have misunderstood Amsterdam a little bit. She is so low density. And I think the reason she's misunderstood is because of her bangs. People see those in the pictures and they're like, oh, I'm not a bangs person, right? You either are or you aren't, usually, right? But sometimes people play around with them. Okay, now if you want to put these down in your eyes, like those bangs are not terribly, terribly long. Like you may trim them a little bit, but there's not a lot of trimming to do. And the way they're cut swoopy already. So you really, if you want to just swoop them, or if you want to style them one way or the other and move them up and out or whatever, back, that's super cute. AK, look at this. That's super cute. Yeah, you could totally do that. So don't let Amsterdam scare you because of the bangs. I think sometimes when they do the pictures on the models, it's slightly deceiving for us, but we don't know until we know, and that's what sometimes. But this is a cute cut. This is a cute cut. Let's look at her back. Look. Okay, what do you think about this back here? She's layered. She's very low density. So these internationals, like Vancouver, for example, they're all very low density, and I like the layering in the back. I think this one's super cute. I don't know why more people don't like this one, and it's not that she's not popular. It's just that she's always the last to go. If you put 20 of them up there or 5 of them up there or whatever, Amsterdam, if she's one of them, she's going to be the last one to sell. And I think it's because people are scared about her bangs. I think because they're scared about her bangs. But that's so pretty. This reminds me of a Sally Field haircut. What do you think? You like me. You really like me. This is like something Sally Field would have worn. Isn't that cute though? Yeah, it's like girl next door hair, Now you can make it night on the town hair because you guys always do the zhuzhing and all the things that you guys do so well, way better than I do. But yeah, that's what I love. This is either girl next door hair or it's like you could just really go nuts with it. But this is Sally Field hair. Like I almost feel like I look like Sally Field with this. I'm flattering myself now. No, I know. But I just love it. I just love the hair. I love it. What do you think, Bookface? What do you think, Insta YT? Yeah, super cute. Super cute. We don't have as many people on the other platforms, which we don't have many on TT right now. It's just a weird time of day, I know. I need to go live at night when people are really scrolling and just a lot of people on at night. Okay. So that's Amsterdam. So there is one of her left. And believe it or not, I'm griping about her being the last to go, but I only have one of her left at that original hot deal price that I got. So, I mean, it's not like she hasn't sold, but I just feel like she's misunderstood. And I'm always out to help the underdog. So, Amsterdam, you're the underdog today, but she's adorable. If you are a brunette, dark brown highlight kind of girl, this is Amsterdam might just be for you. Okay, so now I've got some more that I want to show in Belle Tress that I got really, really good prices on. But let me show you another one because does anybody here like a short style? If you know how to style with the, yeah, right. If you know how to style those bangs, they're adorable, right? So let me show you kind of a short shag style. Maybe you've seen this on the videos that I've posted. I don't know. This is by Tressalure, and this is called Razor Cut Shag. Okay. Now, I saw this one on the images, and I was like, it is so cute. But I noticed that it's a basic cap, which with the way Tressalure designs them, this is actually really good. It's got the little sort of the bangs, but let me show you how you can do those. Very soft. She's got the Velcro sliding adjusters in the back, which I think is really good. Open wefted. Don't let the black cap fool you. Sometimes people are like, black cap means old style. Not in Tressalure, it doesn't. So don't worry about that. That's only a BT kind of thing. But there's not a ton of permatease up here, but there is some because we know anytime you have a cap like this, it goes into an element of permatease, some more than others, right? We've all dealt with that, right? But it's getting better. It's getting better, I think, across the board. But yeah, with this one, it's just very low permatease. Okay. But look at this. This is just, I think this is a coreless style, maybe, right? I don't know. But isn't that cute? I've got her in several colors. And she's just a little, I mean, if you don't like her to be that flippy, she is heat friendly. So you can totally go in and adjust her. Now, I don't normally wear short hair. So I'm going to look at this on me and I'm going to wince a little bit because I don't wear short hair. But for people who do wear short hair, like, I think this is super cute. And the price on it, I've even got her on sale. She's a good price anyway, coming out of Tressalure. Those Tressalure fibers just make all the difference. This is the color 46R. So it's got two browns in it, a 4 and a 6. So two of the darker sort of tones of browns. And of course, she is a hard cap, so there's no lace up here, but it's like it's not intrusive with being able to clearly tell that, you're dealing with that hard cap because she's just got the cute bangs. She doesn't have anything that's hanging down in your eyes. Now, I'm not going to do a bunch of stuff with her because I don't want to mess her up and go all Lisa Scissorhands on her, or any of that. But I just want you to kind of think about even if you tamed some of the flippies down, if you don't like that, some ladies love it and just like to really go nuts with all that. And I think it's super pretty. But let me show you the back. The layers in the back are really, really cute. The layers in the back are really cute. And of course, she's been in the box, so she may need a little blow dryer trick to kind of do a little bit to her there. But yeah, I'm looking at the back of my head in the replay or the delayed play. Yeah, it's just really cute. So anyway, so if you like a shorty, I know, right? Love all the layers. I know the layers just make it, right? So if you like a shorty, we have this one at that special price in that special room we were talking about. And I have her like in, I don't know, 10 different colors. I don't have them all here in the room with me right now. They're in the big warehouse room. But anyway, if you look on the C in the C room on the place that you visit, then sorry, I have to speak in so much code because I got a V. But anyway, so if you go there and you look around, you'll see all of the colors that she comes in. And that beautiful 33, 32 R4, is that what it is? R33, 32 R4. Yeah, it was R4. Anyway, she comes in that beautiful red blend. Oh my gosh. As a matter of fact, I have one of those. I'll show you if you're not familiar. She comes in all the pretty Tressalure colors. And Tressalure, that 1728 that everybody's in love with, she comes in that. I've got her in stock in that right now at that special rate. So if you like this one, You might go check it out and see. Oh, here it is. I did bring this one in here with me. This is the 1723 R8 that everybody's in love with. I'll just hold her up and show you this color. If you haven't seen it yet, you don't know what I'm talking about. This is a little bit like Mac Latte, but not as much blonde running through it, and some beautiful sort of auburn. Look at that beautiful auburn kind of running through there. So she's got this mixture of this brown, and then she's got some blonde or really light brown, whatever your eye sees. And then she's got these auburn pieces. See that auburn running through there? Let me show the book of face too. See those auburn pieces running through there? Isn't that pretty? That's that 1720. Let me say it right because I always get it backwards. 23 R8. Okay. Yeah, that everybody is in love with. So that's just another color that she's in that's just beautiful. Okay. So there, like I said, I've got, I don't know, 8 or 9 colors. I don't know. You can look on the C room and they're all on there. Anyway, excellent price right now for those. All right. So let's look at, I have 2 sizzles left. Have 2 sizzles, and they're also in the C room at the house. Back at the house, they're in the C room. Looks like your Ignite color. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it might be. Yeah. This one is the 3332 red kind of blend that everybody is loving. And look at that. Okay, that's that color. Let's pop her out here. I have one of these. I have one of these left. And then I also have Sizzle in the caramel blonde, the 1426 sort of caramel blonde color. Okay. So I can show you that one in a minute too. This one, I've been telling everyone, this one is the color of the season. Like, look at that. Such a beautiful mixture of all the different colors. I love those gold baby lights that are in it. So adorbs. So adorbs. Yeah. So, and it's funny because I see a lot of videos of people wearing this one and they're just in love with the color, but depending upon the lighting that they're in, it looks different. It really looks different on different people in different light. So this is, of course, studio light. It's not like bright sunlight or anything. So you can keep that in mind. But there is this nice root running through it. But look at this. And Sizzle, of course, is just gorgeous. I need to be able to stand up to show you Sizzle and do her justice, but I can't with the way my cameras are all, I've got like multiple cameras here. So I can't really do that. That's a thing to consider next time. So there's me doing my pullback thing. Like that's what I would do with her because I love that so much. But like she is one of these that you can voom her up. Beautiful for date night. Hey, Kathy. So Kathy, you have Sizzle. And you make Sizzle look voomy. Yeah. So this is this beautiful 33 color. Oh, isn't that just the best color you've ever seen? Yeah. I love this one so much. Yeah, it's 1330. Wait, hang on. No, 3332. Let me double check it. I hate all these color codes. Do you hate the color codes as bad as I do? Because where'd she go? I want to say it's 3332 R4, but I don't want to say it wrong. Yep, I was right. 3332 R4. Okay. That's the popular color everybody is just clamoring for. Yeah, you hate the codes too. Oh, they're awful. Yeah. But what can we do, right? We have to go with what they go with. But I tell you what, when the boss line comes out, we ain't doing those color codes. I'll tell you what they're made of. I'll give you the color code, but we're having a name for it. We're having a name. So, but isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Sizzle is just, oh, I can see why people love her so much. She is just the best. Yeah. Oh, Kathy Lee, you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah, girl, we don't talk about it a whole lot, but it's been in dev for at least a month, maybe 2. Now that's a beautiful Okay, so I'm not exactly a stylist. Oh god, I just love that. Just look at that. Just look at the way that lays. Oh my gosh. Showing capri. Oh, sure, absolutely. No, absolutely. We'll look at capri again. Thank you, Kathy Lee. Lisa says, I picked it up. Lisa picked up what I'm putting down. Yeah, we're going to see what happens. I've got like 3 manufacturers that I'm getting all the samples and stuff from. Just have to see who's the bestest and the westest. Okay, I got to take this off because otherwise I'm just going to sit here all day and primp, and you're going to be like, "Is she done yet?" Yeah, okay. But isn't that just? I don't even know what to say. Like when Tressador came out with this color, I don't know. Did they get like some secret technology from aliens or something? I don't know. It's just beautiful. It really is just beautiful. I really shouted out to the designers at Tressador who developed really all their colors are beautiful, but this color I just was blown away. Okay, so put her back where she can happily live. All right, so now I have another one of these of the sizzles in that beautiful caramel blonde. So let me show you the caramel blonde. That way you know what that looks like. Because a lot of people are like, I don't know. Is it going to be a yellow blonde? And I mean, Nanette can tell us. Nanette has a video about it, and it looks beautiful on Nanette. And so, I don't know. But I don't think it's like any kind of a weird yellowy kind of blonde. I think it actually is, its description is a light reddish, like a strawberry. So you're really going to see some of that in it. So it is warm, but it's more red or strawberry than it is yellow. It's really a strong sort of caramel, really strong sort of caramel. Yeah. Impulse shopping is something we all struggle with, isn't it? Okay. So, woo, okay. Let me fix her. Get her straightened up in the right place. Okay. And then my hair wig cap is going to be like, okay, here we go. But see, Tressalure has, you can kind of see I've got that coming through, but ignore that. Tressalure has these great hairlines as well. Like these luxury wig brands, most of them absolutely kill it. Now, she's flopping in my face because she's got her zigzag and she needs a little help and, all of that. But this color is really pretty. She is one of your favorites, yeah. And her fibers, like, don't you just love how her fibers feel, Nanette? These fibers are so soft. These Tressalure fibers, they have leveled up their game with their fibers. Yeah, they have leveled up their game. And like, I don't know, her ends feel good and soft. I don't know. Yeah, but that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? So that's the 1426R10 that everybody talks about. If you've kind of been wondering, this is beautiful. Some of the pictures online don't do it justice. They make it look more, I don't know. Not as much dimension, some of the pictures online, but she has a lot of beautiful, she's blended beautifully. Her dimension is amazing. Yeah. She's so pretty. Yeah, I love this one a lot. Lorraine, the length is great, isn't it? The length is great. Even for like me who doesn't wear the longer styles, like, I could do this one. This is okay. I wouldn't wear it every day just because I don't wear the longer styles all the time. But like this is not something that would bother me. I actually like that length right there better. Right? So I would take, a few inches off and then she would be my ideal kind of length. Either way you slice it, she's beautiful. Either way, she's beautiful. No, Nanette, you look so good in the longer ones. Some people are just made for them, you know? Some people are just made for them. And, you know, I guess it's what you get used to too. If I wore them more, but I don't know. Not something I've spent a lot of time developing with myself, I guess. Thank you, Lorraine. All right. Look at my cap. I look like I don't know what I look like, but I need to fix that. All right. So turn my box around. So both of these sizzles are in the room, the C room, the Clarence room. Clarence. I could say Clarence. I could just say the Clarence room. I wonder if TT would violate me for saying Clarence. Okay. I hate to get those V notices, but you know what? It happens. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix this. All right, so what else do I have? I want to show you guys something else that we have on Clarence called Destiny. Are you guys familiar with Beltress Destiny? So she's going out. Beltress is making room for about 30 plus new styles. I don't know if you've heard that yet, but we know we've seen the new styles coming, right? But people are surprised to hear that there's really like 30 something of them. Maybe 36. Maybe 36, maybe 40. It's a lot. Okay. And so a lot of these are just being pushed out like crazy because she's making room for the new ones. So Destiny is one of those that has been pushed out to make room for new inventory. And I think she's another one, a little bit like Amsterdam, who has been a little misunderstood because of her bangs. I don't know. You tell me what you think. She's a center part, and she's kind of a blunt bob. And she's got this little, I don't know. Let's just put her on and I'll show you. She's got all the things though, like she's a center part mono, ear tabs, the typical Beltress stuff, right? So nothing new, nothing different, nothing worse. Okay, so this is going to be a little shorter maybe than what some people like. She's also angled, which I think is really cute. Okay, so she's kind of got that angle. I really like the angle. I think that's very flattering to the face. And then since she's a center part mono, like you can do whatever you want to with these bangs. So if you wanted to wear them, you could wear them. You might have to trim them on her. They're a little bit longer on her. You can sweep them to the side. You can sweep them down the middle. Like you can do whatever you want with those bangs. This is British milk tea. British milk tea. So let me look and see. Is she in the Clarence or is she on another in another room? Did I put her in a different room? Or is she in the Clarence? Did she disappear? Did she disappear? Oh my goodness. I think she disappeared. Well, I need to fix that. Let's put her in the correct room. Oh, Lisa, I tell you what, some days, Okay, let's put her in Clarence. And I know you're going to get tired of hearing me say it like that. Okay. Let's see here. And boom, boom, boom. Sorry. Okay. Because I really think she's a good deal. Okay. So, oh, wow. Okay. So she has sold more than I thought she had. Okay. So people have been picking her up. Tell you what, I got to look closer at these totals some days. You know, when you have so many wigs going, you know, you're kind of like lose track sometimes. But yeah. Okay. So I am putting her in Clarence. And if you like her, I'm doing a special thing right now. Okay. OMG. Is this happening? Okay. Refresh. And she is now on the second page of Clarence. I could put her in the first page. That way everybody can see her better. But she's right now on the second page. Let me put her on the first page. And that way everybody can see her very easily without having to go hunt for her. Okay. And I'll just move her to the top. Okay. So now refresh. All right. She should be on page 1 at the top. There she is. All right. So she is at a really amazing price. Somebody do the math on that and tell me what the percentage off of that regular price has been. Anyway, okay, hairline, bell tress, wonderful. Do what you want to with the bangs and the floofing and all the things. You know, you can put heat on her because she is heat friendly. If you want to straighten some of that out, or if you want to add a little curl to that and give her a little bit more of a curl if she's too straight for you. I kind of like the way she kind of bends a little bit, coming out like that. I think she's really cute. Let me turn around again. She's kind of got like this razor cut vibe going on. And so she can be, you can like make her really edgy if you wanted to, or you can like soften her up and you could take some of that away. This is British milk tea. Isn't that a pretty color? Isn't British, and it's also one of the faves. If this is the only one I have left in this color, the other ones have already sold. So I have one British milk tea left. But isn't that great? So I think Destiny is just one of those that people haven't been as familiar with. And so if you're wanting to get a belle tress at a really great price, you know, go check that out in the Clarence room. Go check our Clarence room. Okay. Yeah. Prete. English toffee. Ooh, I do. I don't know if I'm going to take this off though. Okay. Yeah, let me get the English toffee one. And let's look at that one. That color. That's a me color. It's a dark one, but it's still got enough of that reddish in it that I love so much for me. Yeah, let's look at that English toffee because it's really pretty. All right, let's find her. I have tres leches. I'll just read what I have while I'm looking for English toffee. I have tres leches, sumptuous strawberry, oyster gray, butterbeer blonde. That's a pretty one. English toffee's coming up. Brown sugar sweet cream. I love that color. Total fan favorite. And of course, English toffee is on the bottom. It's always the last one you look for, literally, right? Okay, so let me pull out English toffee here. I love this color so much. Okay. So me grab the ear tabs and adjust her around properly. Ooh. Okay. See, it's got that brown, but it's got just enough of the, I don't know, that, well, toffee, right? Kind of the caramelly color in it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Now this one came out of the box with the bangs on the other side. So like when I had the other one on, we did the bangs over here. Now we have the bangs over here. But that's the thing with the mono thing. Like you can put them anywhere you want, or you can just make them straight down the middle if you would prefer that. Let's look at what that looks like. I dropped my comb on the floor, so let's liberate a new one and just kind of do her bangs, just this much of it. So then you would probably need to do a little heat if you want that center part bang, right? But that could all be, that's all negotiable, right? See, it's wanting to go the other way because that's how it came. But like, you don't have to wear the bangs. You can move them around. But it's just going to want to do this because that's how it was born. So, you know, that's how it was in the womb. So, you know, like when you have a baby and they sleep a certain way because that's how they've slept for 9 months. Yeah. It's kind of how wigs are too. They're like babies that have, yeah, pulling more for the dark ones for fall. I know. And see, that's the thing about you, Kathy, is that like you can wear any of them. You've got, well, almost any of them. We know there's one color that didn't look awesome on you or one design, but I mean, you can wear pretty much anything. And, but look at this. Yeah, this is a total fall vibe. Yeah, really pretty. Great caramel. Look at that book of face. Isn't that pretty? Insta YT peoples. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I just love this. I mean, she's on her way out, so she's a super low price. I got a hot deal on her. And I think you could just take her and work magic on her a little bit, put a little heat, make her do what you want to do. I mean, I think it's cute. I love the way her bangs are actually. Like I used to always wear bangs my whole life. And then I stopped about a year ago. Actually, wigs got me to stop wearing bangs. And then I was like, oh, I can go without bangs. But sometimes I revisit them. And so it's fun just to break it up a little bit, you know? It's fun just to break it up. I love that though. Yeah. Super cute. Super cute. She's a center part. Yeah, she is. Yeah. I'll show you. Yeah. Yeah. So she is very super cute. Yeah, and she's just kind of a fun. She's a little blunt back here, but she does have this little bit of the point that comes down, like right here. But she's kind of like, I don't know, razor cut, point cut, or whatever you call that. I don't know, but she's a little edgy. So she could be like, if you want her to be girl next door, I think she can be. And then otherwise, you could really like zhuzh her up and make her look all ready for the town. You know what I mean? Oh gosh, you guys are all so good at that. You bet, Kathy. Yeah, thanks for asking. That's awesome. Okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, good. All right, so now I have Sumptuous Strawberry. Have I shown anything in Sumptuous Strawberry? No, we looked at Sienna Spice R earlier when we were looking at Vancouver. Let's look at Sumptuous Strawberry in Destiny, just to give you another idea about another kind of red. Okay, now Sumptuous Strawberry, I don't know which one I like better. They're similar, but their blends are a little different. Sienna Spice R has a darker root. This is Sumptuous Strawberry with not as dark of a root, but just still enough to give us the dimension, right? Really pretty in the back, okay? And she has those baby lights. So you see the kind of gold baby lights. Let me put it on both of the cameras. That one's not real good here. I don't know why the ticky-tacky is not, my camera's not reading it awesome today. Let me look over here again and see. It actually looks better on my second device than it does on my camera here. It's not terrible. Okay, so anyway, this is Sumptuous Strawberry. Okay, so I have Destiny in obviously this color as well. I can show you brown sugar sweet cream, because that's also another one that has been a real fan favorite. It's very much a fan favorite, like brown sugar cookie, you know, mac latte. I would say mac latte is a bigger favorite, but brown sugar cookie and brown sugar sweet cream are both in that class of popularity. So let's look at this one and give you an idea if you're looking for something that's a little mixture of sort of a blonde, I guess you could say, right? A brown blonde kind of blend, brown blonde blend. Say that fast 10 times. Okay, so see, we've got a little bit of that. So it's got some warmth. Obviously, it's got some warmth to it, but it also has a lot of this beigey blonde, which I think is why so many people love it, because it lends itself to so many different skin tones. It's a very neutral sort of wig color, color blend. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just put it on, see if maybe you can see it a little better. Yeah, so this is brown sugar cookie. All these colors make you hungry, don't they? Yeah, so that's super pretty. All right. So again, Destiny. Okay. So let me take this one off. All right. There goes my wig cap trying to fall off again. I get a few changes out of them and then they start trying to come off, but that's the thing when you're taking them off and on your head so much, it's hard to get them to stay put. At least it is for me. I know some ladies do a good job of it. I feel like they've got it practically glued onto their head though. It feels like, oh. Okay, let me fix that up a little bit. All right, so what else do we have while I'm doing this? All right, so I have several more of Destiny's in the different colors. So I have Butterbeer, Oyster Gray, Tres Leches, which is beautiful. Those are the three we have not looked at in Destiny. It is a pretty color. Okay, so let's look at Butterbeer because this is one that gets a little bit like confusing because there are so many of these blondes that have similarities, but just enough difference that you're like, oh, I kind of see the difference. So Butterbeer literally has that more buttery look through it, right? So it's still fairly neutral because it's got a lot of the beigey blonde. I like the brooding, but it does have this warmth coming through it. But it has some ash in it too, right? Just a little more of the cool colors in it. So anyway, it's a nice mixture and it's good on a lot of different skin tones. So I don't know if, but yeah, and the rooting to me makes a lot of difference, and the dimension that you can get as it sort of, yeah. And so like I said before, Destiny is the center part. So yeah. All right. So let me put that back up. Yeah, I bet, Nanette, you have all those colors. Yeah. Oh, Lorraine, your Reeves in Icy Shadow fits like a glove. Oh, I saw, yeah, we talked about that. I saw your video and oh my gosh, that was beautiful on you. I mean, you always look good in those types of colors, but for some reason, maybe it was just the blend of that color or something. It looked really nice on you. And yeah, I appreciate you sharing that video because that was really, really cool. Yeah, Reeves. So that's another one of those. Did somebody just said earlier that they bought one of our non-heat friendlies? And so Reeves is one of the non-heat friendlies too. Oh, it was Heather that was in here earlier who bought, oh, iced mocha. That's going to be pretty. Yeah, she bought a Reeves too. She bought a Reeves too in iced mocha. Yeah, she's going to love that. All right. I don't know if you're still here, Heather, but you're going to love that. Okay. Awesome Blossom. Okay, so then oyster grape tres leches. All right, let's look at tres leches. So this is another one of those that you're like, well, what's the difference in the blondes? So let's take a look at this one. This is another one that I kind of feel like it's very similar. It's It's very similar to butterbeer, but I don't know. It's got a little more I don't think you would call that platinum, but it's a little more of that brighter blonde than butterbeer has. But it's still very close. And maybe not as much of the butter. It looks a little more yellow on the TT camera. It's really like that yellow strip running, like it's kind of showing. That's really not a good representation. On the FB, it looks really good and 100% real. Here, it's not repping right on TT. So I don't know. But anyway, that is tres leches, right? So 3 creams. Leches, 3 creams or 3 milks or whatever you want to say. Yeah. So if you ever had a tres leches cake, then you know what I'm talking about. All right. So we'll put her back up. All right. So what else do we have in clearance? Those were the big ones that I wanted to show today because I really wanted people to have a better idea about Destiny. Yeah. Oh, I know, right? Well, we can get you more, Lorraine. Absolutely. I wanted everybody to have a really good idea about Destiny, and so hopefully that's a little more clear now, and just kind of be able to show off what we have remaining on clearance, which we're almost out of everything. We have some Vancouver's left, a couple of Dubai's, one Capri, and you wanted to see that Capri again. Let's go ahead and pull that out again for Corliss. So let's look at Capri. Capri. Okay. So Capri is a beautiful, beautiful girl. Let's see. She is a side part mono. This is Mac Latte. So she's going to be parting over here. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't she pretty? And then you're going to go through her with your comb and, like manage her curls any way you want to. I'm not going to do all that. I want to mess that up for you. But yeah, isn't that pretty though? Like this is beautiful. Capri is definitely one of my favorite styles. I love the way she falls. I love her layers. I love her curls. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. And thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate that. What do you think, Corliss? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Did we lose Corliss? Corliss, did you leave us? Oh, we may have lost her. Oh, well, we'll see. Okay. Anyway, there's Capri again. I just think she's so pretty. Yeah, macadamia latte. You're looking. Oh, okay. Anyway. Whew. Okay. It's fun to play dress up. That's one thing about wigs. It's fun to play dress up. People start their wig journeys a lot of times with, a medical necessity, right? And it's interesting how the thing that a lot of times we think is the thing we're being forced into, wearing wigs. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to wear a wig, becomes the thing that we never knew we wanted, or we never knew we were missing, or just, a fun exchange in a supportive community. But just fun. It goes from being a medical necessity to like, oh, I can't believe I didn't know about this sooner. A new obsession. Exactly. I know. A new obsession is totally correct. Okay. So we have I have one Barcelona left. I don't know if anybody needs a Barcelona. It is in crushed almond blonde. So I have one of those in crushed almond. I think I have a couple of Liverpools too, in maybe a couple of different colors. Hey, Corliss. Oh, no. Okay, let's do Capri again for Corliss. We already put Capri back on. And then I was like, where did Corliss go? I think we lost her. That's okay. We'll put her back on for you. We'll put her back on. She's like, I'm a really popular girl today. All right, let's put her back on. Yeah, it's okay, Corliss. We'll put her back on. All right. Ooh, okay. This is our last one. Hey, have any of you guys been using the Let's Make a Deal feature? Do you like the Let's Make a Deal feature? Oh, you're welcome. Liverpool. Yeah, let me go get that, Janie. I'll have to go get that in a minute. It's in the other room. If you don't know what the Let's Make a Deal feature is, then you should check it out sometimes. It's on any of the items that you click, and there will be like the add to CART and all the things, and then it says Let's Make a Deal. And it's just another way of shopping and bargaining. And I have an offer sitting here waiting that I don't even know who sent it because I've been on live. I saw it pop up a minute ago, but I get multiple offers a day. And I would say probably 85% I can accept straight away, no problem. And then there's a small percentage, maybe, I don't know, maybe 13% that I counter because what the person submitted as the offer is not quite what I can do. So I submit a counter. Sometimes they accept that. Sometimes they are like, nope, not doing it. And then they don't. And that's okay. It's just, it's up to you. And then there's like maybe a very small, like 1 or 2%, maybe 3% at the very outside of the time that I have to just decline it. And that's usually if somebody wants to get like a fully hand tied $775 wig and they offer me $100. I mean, no, I'm not even going to counter that. I'm not even going to come back and go, no, because that just seems unrealistic. So I'm just like, no, decline. But if you're within 20 or 30, $40, I'll counter you. And when I counter you, it's not because I'm being rude or greedy. It's literally because I've crunched all the numbers and that's the best I can do. But like I said, about 70 or 75, 85% of the time, I can accept the offers that are submitted. Sometimes it's barely, but I can accept them. So if you haven't played Let's Make a Deal, then you should try it. Yeah, when you do Let's Make a Deal, it takes you to another nope. Mm-mm. When you do Let's Make a Deal, you just click it and it pops up a window that says make your deal. And let me just go here and just do it really fast. And yeah, it just pops up a window on top of the window you're looking at. And you put in your name and your email and your offer and any message that you want to write if you want to leave a message and hit send offer. And then I get that. And then I respond and it comes back to the email that you entered in. And there's no other site to go to. Now, when we do auctions, if I have an auction up there, you don't have to go to another site, but you do have to be a member on our site. So you do have to log in, which you already are, Janie. You're already a member on our site. So you just have to be sure you're logged in and then you can bid on any auction. But yeah, there aren't any of them that actually make you go to another website. I'm not sure what that would be. Now, and then also we have the Jeopardy game and the matching game. A lot of people have been able to win a lot off of those, which has been fun. So when you click the like Crown Jeopardy or something, it opens just a new page. It's not a different website. It's a new page. And then you play Jeopardy and then you get a discount code when you win and you can use that on the website. So yeah, Janie, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Next time that happens to you, take a screenshot of it and email that to me. And then maybe I'll be able to see what's going on there. Okay? Because there shouldn't be any other website that's opening up. Okay. Isn't this pretty, Corliss? Ah, Okay. That's party. Yeah, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I love capri and I love that color. Love that color. Yeah, you have the code for winning Jeopardy? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How long does Let's Make a Deal work for the Boss Cash wigs? So Let's Make a Deal is I'm gonna answer you back, usually pretty quick, and then, I think the offer is good for I wanna say 48 hours or I don't know, but if you need longer than that or something, or if you received an offer code and then by the time you got back to use it, it expired or something, let me know. And if we still have it, I'll be happy to reissue it to you unless it's already sold out or something by then. And see if you make an offer and win the offer and then somebody and you don't buy it, then somebody else comes and buys the last one. Like it's not on hold for you. So that's something to keep in mind too. It's not on hold. It's just that we approved the price and then it's up, then it's just got to be bought, right? Yeah, if that makes sense. I'll take it when you get that code for winning. It's still there. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, just run just run get it if you want it. Do we make the offer based off the retail or whatever you want to make an offer on? So you might say I've got something marked at $189 and you might say I'll give you 170. Maybe I'll take it. Now, if somebody says it's $189 and somebody says I'll give you $99 for it, I'm just going to decline it. No, I'm probably not even going to counter offer it because it's just too far apart. But somebody might say I'll give you 155 for it, and I might say I'll take 170, and that's my counter because I know that's as low as I can go. Then that's kind of how that works. Yeah, yeah. And it's cool. I mean, some people are so cute too. They write in the messages, please don't get offended by my offer. Like, nothing offends me. Like, there's no reason I should ever get offended by an offer you make. I'm just happy you make the offer. But also, don't get offended if I turn down your offer, if it's unreasonable, or if I counter the offer just a little bit. You might think, that was only a $10 counter. She could have just swallowed that $10. Well, maybe I couldn't. Maybe we were right there at the threshold and I was doing everything I could, right? Right. So anyway, I think that sometimes it's kind of a dynamic. Some people are like, I understand. It's all about business. And other people are like, I'm offended because you didn't accept my offer. Like, nobody should get offended. This is just fun. This is just a fun way to buy wigs, right? Fun way to get a deal. And there are some wigs that you probably maybe have heard conversation about this, but there are some wigs that cannot be openly advertised at certain prices. Does that make any sense to anyone? If you pay attention to Wig World, that will make sense to you. So there are some wigs that cannot be openly advertised at certain prices. So what's the workaround? Let's make a deal. Let's Make a Deal is a private arrangement between two people off the public forum. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. But not everything I do is open box. And I'm not going to go around calling everything open box. That's okay if some people do it. I'm not like saying people should, I mean, people run their business how they want to. I'm not commenting on that. But for me, I think if my vendors look at me and they go, Lisa, 85% of things on your website is open box. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that, right? And if it is, it's like, wow. So it is legal to say, let's make a deal. And so that's what I like to do. That way I don't have to maybe make a statement that isn't true if I personally have not been opening boxes and taking everything out and following the criteria that fits the true definition of open box. Okay. But everybody can do their own thing the way I mean, I'm not saying anybody should, because I don't care what anybody else does. I think people ought to run their business how they want to, as long as they fall within the rules of the game. And that's all I try to do, is just fall within the rules of the game, and go from there. So let's make a deal falls within all the rules of the game. I don't have to say something that I did something I didn't do. Because for me, I'm not going to do everything as open. It's not everything I sell is not going to be open box. And this way you also know that the thing you're buying is not open box, is brand new, and you and I just made a private deal on it. Fun, good times. Okay, Corliss, I see it. I see it. Okay, Corliss, I'm going to send you a message. And this is how it works. Okay. So there's how that one works. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. I said ooh because I had another offer that came in. I thought it was on the same wig, but it was a different wig. So anyway, I was like, oh no, it's going to be a fight. But it's not. It's a different wig. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, no, yes, no. Tick tock, tick tock. I bet there's a counter. Anyway, so, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So that's why I'm doing a lot of the things I'm doing with games, and especially the let's make a deal, because there are very strict rules and I'm just going to follow them. But I was also told that if I'm careful, I can kind of do some creative stuff and make some deals. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, if you haven't played the game yet, there's not 100% chance that I will accept the offer you make, but I will do my best. I will do my best. So it never hurts to ask. I always tell people it never hurts to ask. Okay, it never hurts. Never hurts. And so anyway, so we have that. So we have the game. Okay, now who wants to play bingo? Oh, I know, right? Okay, the VIP program, it's the bomb diggity. Hey, Katie. Thank you for the like. Hey, Katie. Yeah, the VIP program. So we have a few VIPs in the room where they've been coming in and out all afternoon. So the VIP program is really cool because you pay $10.99 a month, or you can pay $99 for the whole year if you want to just do that and you save a little bit. But $10.99 a month, all of your shipping is free. So that's already done. That already pays for it. You buy one wig during your VIP month, and that's all. You're done, right? But all your shipping is free, and then on every purchase you make, you automatically get an extra $10 off. No matter what it is, you get $10 off. Okay. Now, once a year, you have what we call a boss appreciation month. A BAM, right? A BAM month, a boss appreciation month. And the BAM month gives you your usual free shipping, your usual $10 off, and for that 1 month only, an extra 10% off of everything you buy from Boss Crowns. Everything you buy. See, I've seen some of these appreciation months or whatever where you get 10% off of one order that you make that month. And that's still good. I mean, that's still good. You've still more than got your money back, right? Still good. But we go to the next level and we give you an extra 10% off of everything you buy that month, stacked with your regular $10 off, stacked with your free shipping. Okay. So keep that in mind. Yeah, Kathy Lee, you made out like a bandit on the BAM. And we have another lady, um, we have another boss member who has probably purchased this month, so that we're 3 weeks into this month. She's probably purchased about 30 wigs. somewhere in there. And she's already received one free wig of her choice because once you hit 40 points, you get a free wig. So she surpassed the 40 points, which Kathy, you're only $100 away from a free wig. P.S. And then now that she's bought so many more, she is going to get, if she keeps this up, she's going to get her second free wig this month with all that she's bought. She's a boss. She's AK's customer. Yeah. And she's a sweetheart and such a boss. I mean, she took her that BAM month and she went for it, and that's fine. We all do good. We all do good on that, right? So it's awesome. Yeah. I know, can't decide. I know. Don't want you to be hasty though. Yeah. It's sitting there just waiting for you whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. So whenever I make an offer, whenever we do a let's make a deal, this is a good question that came in, and like, is that tax and shipping and everything included? No, that's just the sale price. So like if it was, let's say it was, $189 and I counter, and that would be 189 plus tax and shipping. Unless you're a VIP, then you don't pay shipping. But if you're not a VIP, you pay shipping. And so that would be tax and shipping. So if you say, let's make a deal and we settle on, let's say 170, that's still plus tax and shipping. Okay. So all of those things are always still there. So that's a good point of clarity. That's a good point of clarity. Yeah. So Winter says, I bought Deborah from JB Extension. This is my first wig, so I'm scared. Yeah. So, yeah, just buying your first wig can have so many different emotions. Like it depends on the wig you buy, but sometimes we buy wigs that have a lot of hair on them. And if we don't normally have a lot of bio hair, then that feels overwhelming. And so when you put on your first wig, you may immediately be like, I hate this. Right. And then you take it off and you're just like, oh, I can't believe I did this. But what you need to do is take it off and put it aside, take a walk, come back a day later, a week later, whatever it takes, put it back on your head. Okay. Now the shock isn't going to be as great because now you've already had it on your head once. And you do that again, you put that on your head, and then you're like, okay, I can deal with this now. And then you start to play around with it. Like maybe it's a face flopper, or maybe the bangs are too long, or like maybe there's something weird. Then you start just playing around with it. That's where watching a lot of videos from the people on TikTok are going to be really helpful for you as well, and be able to know how to style and do the things that you want to do. Because when you're a first time wig wearer, there's a lot of nuances. And if you start with a really high end wig, probably going to have less challenges, honestly, I feel like. But at the same time, there's always going to be a challenge. Okay. And I'm not saying you should start with a high end wig. I'm just saying if you start with like a basic machine cap, that's going to be a different set of concerns than starting with a monofilament. But I'm not saying you should start with a monofilament because like that spoils you to death. And then you can almost never go back to any other type of wig. So there's a lot to think about. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. So Corliss says, if you become a VIP, does your previous purchase? No, everything starts from VIP forward, and your 30-day cycles. So it's not the first of every month; it's the 30-day cycle is when it has to be renewed, and you can set it to auto renew, or you can set it to manual renew, but it has to be renewed or it lapses. So you want to be sure that you know how you're going to manipulate the renewal and what you're going to do with all of that. Yeah. No previous purchases before VIP status are applied though. But I mean, they're always applied for your rewards. I mean, yeah, you always get rewards numbers on anything you buy, whether or not you're a VIP. So yes, if that's your question for the rewards, yes, absolutely. I think maybe that was your actual question and I just misunderstood it at first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you bet, Winter. Yeah, yeah, just do your best and just don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged because at first, sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's a lot in the beginning. Yeah, and exactly what Lorraine just said. So many sisters here willing to help. So many videos. Start following people and start going in, watching their content. I mean, AK is a great one to watch. I mean, we have a lot of sisters out here that are always making good content. So yeah, very helpful. But yeah, if you guys are buying a lot of wigs, um, watch those points. And if you don't have the app yet, you need the Boss Crowns app because you can't see your points unless you have the app, right? So you need to go in there and see the app. And then that's also where we have a lot of other cool things in there too for VIPs, like special discount codes and notifications. And I don't know, we also have the bingo game in there. So that was my other question. Who wants to have a bingo night? Who wants to have a bingo night where we come on TikTok, and then what has to happen is that you go and you pull up the bingo either on your app or on the website, and you enter the game pin, and then it pulls up a bingo card for you. And then we call the numbers on TikTok, and it shows up on your card. Like, it'll at the bottom of the card, it'll say like C25 or whatever. And then if you have C25 on your card, you touch C25 and then it populates that one. And then we know how to play bingo, right? And then we go through bingo. Hey, Celine. Hey. Yeah. Celine and I were testing bingo together the other day. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So we want to have a bingo night. And I just want to get your feedback on what nights are generally best to play bingo. Because here's what we're going to do is we're going to have like whoever bingos, and the name of it's not really bingo. The name of it is Crown, Boss Crowns Bingo. So you know how your cards have BINGO at the top? Well, at the top it has CROWN. Okay, so it's Crown Bingo. And anyway, so whoever bingos, wins some kind of prize, right? So it might be like $25 store credit or $10 store credit, or it might be a free peace out cream, or it might be whatever. And then, like real bingo games, the last bingo of the night is the big prize, right? So then we have a bigger prize for the last bingo of the night. And so that's how the games are going to work. And so we'll play multiple games for like an hour. It's not going to take forever. We'll be on, for about an hour, maybe an hour, hour and a half, like chit chatting and doing this and that and, playing some bingo. And then we'll have a winner, and then we'll, do whatever. And then when we do our last bingo of the night, that's when there's the big winner. So we want everybody to be on for that last bingo to give as many people a chance as possible. But yeah, Wednesday, no competing with football. Oh, I know, right? I know, because I'm a football lover, but like I would forgo some football to play bingo with you guys. But I know a lot of people are football lovers, and so I really don't want to mess with that for you if that's a thing, right? So that's a good point, AK. That's a really good point. I don't know. I was thinking maybe a Saturday night or a Friday night. I don't know. You tell me what night of the week is best for you. I know, and Wednesdays are not good for me. I have a standing commitment every Wednesday night, and actually every Thursday night. Right now, I'm teaching a class from 6 to 8. I could play bingo after 8 o'clock on Thursdays, but I have a standing commitment between 6 and 8 on Thursdays as well. But anyway, I think for a lot of people, the weekends might be better. I don't know. We could do a Sunday. Oh, it's football though. Sunday night football. I don't know. You just let me know what you guys think about it. Or maybe we'll just pick a day and go with Tuesday night might be good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. AK's like, I don't want to do a weekend. I know. And you probably have family stuff too that goes on the weekend. So I was like, there's no night that's good for everybody. I know it's hard. Tuesday might be good. I could do a Tuesday. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess we'll think about that. Any input you guys have would be amazing. And I received your order. Thank you mucho. Ah, I see you, girl. Okay. Okay. Very good. Well played. Well played. Good job. You know who you are. Well played. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, thinking weekends, date nights, and concerts. And I know, right? All kinds of things. Yeah. Yeah. No, that I wasn't weekend at UAK. I was weekend at somebody else. But yeah. But yeah, I get that. Totally get that. I don't know. It's going to be hit and miss, I think. I think we're just going to have to we're just going to have to do it and see what happens and then try to come up with what works. But I do think Tuesday's a fair suggestion. I think Tuesday is a fair suggestion. Yeah. Yeah. Winking at I was winking at Corliss. Yeah. That's why I said, "Well played, Corliss. I like you. I see what you did there. It was good. It was good." Yeah. See what you did there. I don't mind a little, checkmate action sometimes. That's a good one. That's a good one. Alright, so very nice. Corliss was like, "Check and mate." That's you. Good job. Good job. All right. Well, guys, I guess we're going to get off of here. Thanks for hanging out with me for a couple hours. Thanks to the people on the other platforms as well. You guys have been, I mean, you've been quiet. Maybe that's my fault because maybe I can't see your comments because the way I'm set up. I don't know. I will research that and make sure. But thanks for being around. And you am who I am. I am who I am. That's right. That's good. We love who Corliss am. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you again. I'm going to start trying to do more lives. I don't do as many, but I'm so busy all the time. But we're all so busy all the time, aren't we? And so I'm just going to try to do more. And so we'll see what happens, and maybe we'll hang out again. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao. Ciao, Bellas. Ciao, Bellas. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to be here too, Corliss. Yeah. Yeah, you bet. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Absolutely. Yeah. Bye, Celine. Later, Gators. Bye, Book a Face. Bye, Insta. Bye, YouTube. Ah, there